Well, both nationally and in Pennsylvania, today is Columbus Day, a day to recognize the contributions of Italian Americans, so say its supporters.
But as political editor John Delano reports, some want to change the name of the holiday to recognize Native Americans.
The second Monday in October is a federal holiday, Columbus Day, declared by many presidents after a horrific event, says Basil Russo, the president of the Italian Sons and Daughters of America.
Columbus Day came about as the result of 11 Italian immigrants being lynched in New Orleans in 1891. Over 5,000 people participated in that lynching. It was the largest lynch mob ever assembled on American soil.
Like many immigrants, the Irish, Chinese, Eastern Europeans, and many others, Russo says Italians were often mistreated and subjected to discrimination.
So the Italian immigrants began holding parades and building Columbus statues throughout the country as a way of gaining some dignity and self-respect.
But denouncing Columbus's history of exploitation of Native Americans, copied by other European settlers to America, State Representative Chris Rabb of Philadelphia has introduced a bill to change the Pennsylvania holiday to Indigenous Peoples Day.
It's only appropriate to honor the people who were here before Pennsylvania was a thing. They were here for thousands of years, and our Indigenous brothers and sisters deserve at least one day of meaningful recognition and far more.
Some states and municipalities have already replaced or added Indigenous Peoples Day to their holiday calendar, but so far, this state has not.
I think it's a very, very misguided effort. In effect, what those people are do is to pit one group against another group where there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And that's not part of the American spirit.
Russo says he has no problem with an Indigenous Peoples Day, but not on the same day Italian Americans celebrate their heritage. For Rabb, however, it comes back to Columbus himself.
He brought the worst of so-called civilization, not the best. And that's not something any Italian American should be proud of. And here's the other thing. Italian Americans have done so much for this country. You can't think of anyone better?
So far, nobody has suggested another Italian to replace Columbus. So depending on where you live and who you are, both holidays may be destined to live side by side. John Delano, KDKA News.